Hello, my name is Tammy. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm gonna show you how I set up my January bullet journal, and I'll also include a little flip through from my reading journal at the end of the video, because there's not really much to know in terms of setting it up anyways, so I just throw it in there in the end because it's pretty minimalistic. I used the same craft paper I used in my yearly setup and the stuff before in the last video, and the print you see me there with the deer, that's a drawing I did on my iPad, which I printed for a test print. I printed it on some label paper, on some sticker paper. It's just cheapest paper I found, which I always use for test prints, so that's why there was some bleeding through. If I was to sell it later in my store, then I'll print it, of course, on proper paper. Here I'm just trying to get the spacing right, and I'll go in with my Sakura jelly pen to add some more gold. For the brown paper, the pen was actually a pretty bad idea. I should have gone for my fine tech watercolors. They show up a lot better, as you will see at the flip through. But at the time I thought, yeah, pen sounds good. It really, I shouldn't. Also, I'm super sorry for all the headshots. I wasn't aware that my head would be in there. It was before Christmas, so I was super busy, and that's why I look a little bit like the last hobo. I normally don't look like I haven't showered in weeks. I did cut out as much as possible, but yeah, well, my head was in there a lot. Okay, this was super infuriating. I tried literally every white pen I own. Except for the pencil one, because I knew that would make the paper smooth and wouldn't be as opaque as I wanted it to be. So I tried every pen and none worked, and one even made a weird blob. I think it was the Molotov one. But yeah, so I ended up using gouache anyway. Okay, those stickers I ordered years ago on AliExpress, and what I did, I copied them onto this craft paper, which works perfectly. Problem is, it's such an annoying task. It's so tedious to cut it out, because I'm not a huge fan of all the paper around if there's too much of an outline. I normally don't like that very well, so I went through it and cut it out as close to the print as possible, which, oh my god, it took forever. I literally had to cut out like half an hour of me just cutting it out, going in with my X-Acto knife and try to get it as pretty as possible. After the gouache dried, I went back in with my fine liner and just added some flowers to make it more whimsical. I had that idea of the antlers growing stuff, as you can see, like flowers and leaves. So I went in and also did some outlines also to the moon, because it wasn't quite visible. You just couldn't see it in person. On camera it looks a lot better than it did in person. So I also outlined that, and I don't like it. As you can see, I made it a little bit too thick on one side because you couldn't really draw over the jelly pen anymore. That was again, I should have just gone with another pen and my fine tag watercolors. Here I taped off the little sticker that I got from Olenka Studios on Etsy. I absolutely love them. I cannot stop gushing over them. They are so pretty, so beautiful. Especially after I embellished it with my gold pen. So I just taped it up to protect it from my stamps. I wanted to do more stamps, but the ink is a lot blacker. It's a lot more saturated, so to say, if a black can be blacker than the sticker, so it didn't really fit in. Again, it looks better on camera than it does in person, to be honest. You can tell the difference. I also went in later and drew a few leaves and petals myself. So, and here's the final flip. So for my weeklies, I have the system where I write down my tasks on the side and have a monthly calendar on top, so I can see where I am in the week and in a month. And then I have this folding over thingy because I knew I would need a lot more space. That's something I've done for the past years. But I used a B5 before, so it doesn't really work with this size. So in next month I'll probably do something else with the tracker. As you can see here, I prefer to have it at a glance and not weekly. So I will do a flip out tracker next month, I think, and also a flip out to-do list probably, and yeah, I think that makes more sense for me. Here I have my YouTube and my Etsy triggers. It's just, have I filmed it, have I cut it, have I uploaded it? Same for Etsy. Have I made it, have I photographed it, have I uploaded it? So here I'm not sure what to do here. I still have pages left, primarily because I decided to not include my reading here, but for that I have my traveler's notebook. Irony, I know, it's traveler's notebook and it stays at home. Yeah, but I will make it custom one soon, I think, so that will also be a video. Those stickers I made myself again. Haven't done them on a nice spread yet for my Etsy, so it's just really minimalistic. I just have an index, I have my books to check out with recommendations, I left some space, and then I just have my my monthlies where I write down which books I started, which I finished, and again I'll decorate them as I go through it. So here in January then I write down a little bit more about the books, like I have those little stickers for the book cover, I write down what happened and my favorite quotes, and that's basically it. So thank you for watching and see you next time.